All I need is one mic.
There she goes, there she goes. Make some noise, one more time, we gotta go.
It was one of those deep, deep, dark, sweet, crispy, cold chocolate nights. I was rushing and running, trying to get my errands complete so I can get home and unwind and relax my tired, stanky, dirty feet, thinking about all snuggled up next to my lover. And if he wasn't there, indulge in a solo taco wrap with my thickest blanket cover. Whether it was all in my mind or do it because it was time, simply be it loud and sincere or a tender whisper in my ear. Calculations, calculating, practicalities, practicing about how I felt. But those deep, deep, dark, sweet, crispy, cold chocolate nights wouldn't let me think about anything else, you see. You can't picture it as a photo moment. You can't bribe it, lie to it, or try to own it. You can't rent a plane and ride it across the sky. No, child, love. You just gotta feel it. You just gotta feel love, or simply die. Yeah. What motivated me to write that piece, when I was in nursing school in the it was a long time ago. Anyway, in San Antonio, Texas, at Robert B. Greene Hospital, that was the county hospital in San Antonio, and there would be babies that were born that were not claimed by anyone. And so us as nursing students, we were told to feed them, put them back in the bassinet, and roll them into the corner. Okay? And even though they were hydrated and fed, they were never cuddled. We would have volunteers come in, like grandmothers and whatever, and they would rock and cuddle the other babies, but not the babies that weren't claimed. And even though the child was fed, the child ended up dying because the lack of love, the lack of touch. And that's what motivated me to write that poem. And sad but true, that's what happened. If you no love, no touch, you will die. So you have a good excuse now. Next time you want to jump in bed with somebody, one night stand, just say, hey, we're just trying to stay alive up in here, you know. All right. He is the sun. Mr. called me the beast. No doubt I do feel like a dog. Fighting, biting, every day just to be his mother. But most of the time, I'm his father too. Mr. decided the divorce papers included the children, so here I am again, the only woman at the father-son retreat, and that's my boy. The one with the half-cocked smile, jacked up tie. He taught how to tie himself, and hair cut close, real close to his scalp. His characteristics look nothing like mine. Isn't that always the case? But he couldn't wait to be in this world, and he couldn't wait to breathe of this world, so prematurely he was born in 7 months instead of 9. So for life I'm stuck looking at the very image of the only man on the face of this earth I ever regret. 15 years seemed like 50. They weren't smooth and they didn't pass quickly. They kept telling me, he's just a boy, he'll grow it. I say, when? They said, soon. I say, when? When will he outgrow the fighting and cheating and cursing and stealing and disrespectful ways, surely to shorten his days? They said, soon. I say, when? Like when he stole my neighbor's belt, the one with the shiny silver buckle. I was so embarrassed and humiliated by his dishonest action. But for the life of me, I could not correct him in any disciplinary fashion because I knew what that belt buckle meant. As children, my sisters and I, we would step on each other's toes and strike diva poses and pick our teeth and noses just to get a reflection of our face through Daddy's belt buckle that hung around his waist. So I knew what that belt buckle meant. And since my son had no Daddy's belt buckle to see his reflection through, he stole the only one he knew. But time passed and he grew. He grew accustomed to living his life without mister. So I taught him the manly things like loosening the stuck lids to jelly jars. Put the air in the tire, boy! Put the oil in the car. I taught him his earlier years. Now hold yourself. Aim straight. Now piss. See, mister. Look what you missed. I taught him how to fly a kite and hold a baseball bat. How to steer a bike. Papa Willie with one hand tied behind his back. And you sit there in your drunken stupor. And you ask me the dumbest question on the face of God's green earth. How do I raise these children alone? Mister! You taught me that.
You know what I'm saying?